This is the Do the Thing podcast
by thejuicyvlog.
This episode is sponsored by Safety Wing.
Safety Wing is a flexible and affordable travel medical insurance for international travellers and digital nomads, offering worldwide coverage from only $1.32 per day and can be purchased when you're already on the road. Welcome to Season 1, Episode 1 of the Do the Thing podcast. We're very excited for this project. It's been in the making for a little while. We've been planning it for a while, getting guests ready. Our first guests, I'm very pleased to say, are here with us today.
Of course, it had to be Mike and Nelly from Making It Happen vlog.
What's up, guys?
Welcome.
Thanks for coming over. We just told them to come and hang out, and then they get here and there's
microphones.
We got tricked into this.
You said there would be free burgers.
Yeah.
You bought them.
They're free themselves. But thanks for coming over today. It's very exciting. We just wanted to kind of talk about you first of all. I think most of the audience watching this know who you guys are. They saw our old vlogs together. But I think we'll start with going back like pre-YouTube, if you don't mind. Lucy and I know some of this kind of stuff, but I guess some of the people watching might not. So you guys been together like 11 years, right?
Yeah, close to 12.
Close to 12.
Yeah.
And YouTube for how long?
We started our channel in 2015, but only the past like 2 years we've been really focusing our life on YouTube.
Nice, okay. So before YouTube, what happened? Because you've been working together before that anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think after 2 years when we got together, we decided to found our own agency. Just because I had good contacts, Mike had the expertise in project management, and then we just decided to give it a go.
Nice, nice. So you always had that thing in you of wanting to do something for yourselves, but you worked for other companies before, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I was a project manager for Siemens. I actually started working when I was 16 years old, and I went to evening school later on, got a degree in engineering and became an engineer for Siemens.
Yeah.
And was project manager for about 8 years.
Nice.
Until I left.
And now you're a vlogger.
Yeah, now I'm a vlogger.
and the coffee shop.
Yes.
Mike loves, if you guys watch, you probably watch their channel as well.
Yeah.
You know Mike and Nelly both love coffee.
Yeah.
So did that start, you had your own coffee shop?
Yes.
And that started as a passion thing?
Yes, it did. So we always like to drink good coffee, and in our agency we bought like a small little espresso maker, and that was my first coffee machine ever to make like proper espresso and cappuccino and so on. And people just started saying your coffee is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Best coffee in town. So
And that was in the agency. That wasn't in the coffee shop.
Wow.
So
just made sense.
it just made sense to start our coffee shop business, and it was hugely successful.
Yeah.
I mean, we started the business within like 4 months we were open. Signed lease, 4 months it was all set up and done, and then within 2 years we won an award for best coffee shop.
Nice.
And then we sold it, so it was a perfect life. So
amazing.
So it's a really
business.
good story. So you had the two businesses running at the same time?
Yes. And
So-
YouTube.
And YouTube. Okay, so when did YouTube come into that?
So YouTube started, I'd say at the point where we had just opened the coffee shop. And the reason, true. And I think one of the main reasons why I started the YouTube channel back then was I saw this trend of people, especially young people in Austria, not following their passions, not doing what they're passionate about, but doing what their parents expect them to do, and what society expects them to do. And everybody seemed focused on a cushy job with a stable income, but not doing anything great.
Not enjoying the day-to-day as much as it could be.
So I started the channel because I wanted to show people that you can make it happen. If you have a passion, if you have a dream.
That's where the name comes from.
And you follow that passion relentlessly.
If you know, you know.
Then you can make it happen. And one of the things that we were always talking about on our channel is to do what you're passionate about. Always focus on doing what you're passionate about. And it manifested in us because we realized we're actually passionate about traveling. And that was the point where the YouTube channel transitioned to a travel channel.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Was there a turning point when you thought, actually, I want to do YouTube full time? Or was it purely a passion and then it kind of started, like the ball started rolling a bit more? Was there like a point where you were like, yes, I just want to do this and nothing else?
Yes, definitely. I think the tipping point was actually when I realized that the agency work wasn't
fulfilling.
It wasn't fulfilling anymore. It wasn't enjoyable.
Yeah.
And every morning I was just kind of thinking, just let me get the work done so I can start filming.
Okay.
And at that point, I thought, actually, I just want to be filming. I want to make videos. That's what I really want to do. So
you're extremely self-aware that the agency wasn't making you as happy, so you want to move on to what is.
And also, I predicted 5 years before we kind of started moving away from the agency, I predicted that the business model would in itself not be sustainable just because of the way payrolling works in Austria and new media being better for advertising. We did a lot of staff heavy projects, so I knew that business would start going away, and so it was good for us to find something new to
risk. There's when we left, our kind of story different to yours but similar in a way, because we left everything. We had a little rented apartment, got rid of that, got rid of our stuff, had 6,000 subscribers.
6,300. Don't be so harsh on yourself.
Went off and decided that we'd be daily vloggers. We just kind of decided, went for it, not knowing if it would work or that kind of thing. A lot of people around us were saying, that's risky. You've got jobs, you've got stable income, you've got the standard life, the social life at the weekends, that kind of thing. Did you guys ever feel any risk? Did people come to you, friends, family, and say, don't do it, or do it? Or
So much.
Judgmental.
Friends, family. So I would say we even had a friend who said, the times of vloggers are over. You're not the next Casey Neistat, so just leave it. Don't do it. This is just a waste of time. And I think it was also a little bit hard for us to see that even like family members would just question what we are doing, and we told them, hey, we are really passionate about this, trust us, this will work out. It's just something that we love doing, and if it doesn't work out, we have to think of something else.
Okay, cool.
Generally speaking, telling me not to do something is the worst thing you can do if you really don't want me to do it. If somebody tells me you can't do it, I'm like, oh yeah.
You'll do it twice as hard.
Mike, you can't jump off that building wall. I'll bloody well show you. Exactly. So, I mean, whenever you're trying to achieve something big, make a big change, it always comes with risk. The important thing is to be able to calculate the risk. You know, what's the worst case scenario, and do I have a safety net to fall back into? So I'm not the kind of person that says, just do what you want to do regardless of the risk. It's very important to think about what the consequences could be, and have an emergency plan.
That's interesting about you, because we noticed that about you when we were traveling together and stuff. You're quite analytical, you like the numbers and all that kind of stuff. Was there a point where is there ever a point where that gets you down, or does that, because if your video performs really well, you get a ton of views, we feel it, you get really happy. If the next one doesn't do as well, how do you deal with that?
So I think the numbers kind of help me, because it gives you a certain degree of comfort when you see a video is not performing. The numbers can tell you why it's not performing, and you can make changes. And being a daily vlogger, I like it the way you said, you get a chance every single day to get a video that's a winner. So having made so many videos already, you always kind of have the confidence that if it's not this video, the next video
it'll be soon.
It's a nice way to look at it.
And I think if you're starting out as a YouTuber, or if you've been making videos for a while also, it helps to look at your lifetime analytics, because you'll see there'll always be like a trend moving upwards, and if it's not, then it's an opportunity to find out why is it not why is it not going the way it's supposed to, or where you want it to go.
Nice. Let's quickly, because I know people watching are going to want to maybe ask you guys a few questions, so let's put a quick Instagram story up, and then let's get some questions at the end. We can go through some questions from
Good
viewers.
idea.
Also, there's we've got an Instagram page for Do The Thing for the podcast. It's @DoTheThing_. Put it just here. So if you guys want to get in touch with the show, you can do that for future times, future guests.
And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can also listen to it if you don't have time to physically sit down and watch the video. I mean, you'll miss out on our 4 smiling faces, but you can listen to it. It's going to be like on Spotify and stuff. Where else is it going to be?
Spotify,
Apple
Google
Music.
Podcast, Apple Podcast, most of the popular podcast platforms we're going to be on.
Nice.
Right. Okay, guys, we have Mike and Nelly here,
Hello.
our first podcast guest. Guys, ask them some questions. Get some questions in here for Mike Nelly. What do you want to know? What do you want to talk about? We're going to get them to answer these on this podcast.
Yes.
Cool. And now we sit in silence until someone asks a question.
We just wait. Now we just wait. So if someone was starting out, because I read recently that the number one career option right now in the US and the UK for kids is to be a vlogger or a YouTuber.
Which is crazy.
And then second was teacher, third was something else.
Wow.
I feel like when I was at school, it was a footballer. Everyone wanted to be a footballer. I don't know. How
So
that's
firstly,
different.
does that surprise you? Secondly, would you encourage people? Would you recommend it? What would you say to people starting out?
So it's funny because we had a very similar question last week, and I think I can say that it looks very amazing from the outside that you experience certain things that other people don't experience, but most people also forget there goes a lot of work into that.
I loved what you put on your story the other day. Nelly did a whole day of a vlogger behind the scenes from like 6 a.m. to midnight, whatever it was, and just documented every step of how you guys run your thing.
And the feedback on that was really good because people actually replied, "Oh, I had no idea that it's so time consuming." And we also said if you start YouTube and you kind of want to become the overnight success, that will not work out.
I think people that are in it for money or like
Yes.
having a certain amount of subscribers and they don't actually enjoy it or have the passion, they're not going to be happy. And even if they do get that amount of subscribers, it's still like not going to fulfill them.
That's the only thing that concerns me with that. Number one, a career thing is that I think people think it's easy.
It's easy to say that's what I want to do.
Because people see all the stuff in front of the camera, but maybe not necessarily the stuff behind it as well.
So starting a YouTube channel, it's like starting any other business. And if you start a business, you have to know that the first 2 to 3 years you won't be making any money. That's just the way it is. It's the other way around. You're going to be investing money. You're going to be spending money. And it's true for any business.
Totally.
Money and time and energy. So we also said it during our talk. We said to the audience, I'm going to be very honest with you. If you want to become a YouTuber, be prepared to not get paid for 3 years.
Or longer.
And everything like after 3 years, it like slowly starts going up. So I don't know if everybody wants to do that. But if you think it's your passion, then I would definitely go for it.
How do you know if you're good enough? Like people start. How would you tell someone, or if you're new and you think my life's not interesting, or how do you know if you're good enough to do YouTube?
I don't think there's
Very good question.
I don't think there's. Sorry, I'm answering it. I'm like, well, George, this is my answer. I don't think there's. You don't have to be anything to have a YouTube channel. But
what makes someone not make it on YouTube and someone make it on YouTube?
So I think there's two answers to the question. There are certain people that just have instant success on YouTube. It does exist. I mean, just look at Peter McKinnon.
The girl with the van.
The girl with the van.
First video, over 1 million views.
It's gonna go viral.
There's a lot of people that just have a certain personality edge. There's just something about them that just pulls you in. That does exist, but it's not the norm. It's not everybody. I'd say that's like it's the exception. And then I'd say that the real reason why most people fail is probably persistence. A lot of people give up too early. A lot of people find excuses why not to create videos, why not to upload,
Totally
why
agree.
not to create something new. And a lot of people try to mimic other YouTubers just to create the same kind of content. And you'll never have real success with that.
Maybe short term, a little bit.
One video that does well and goes
viral.
or something.
But you need your personal brand, don't you?
But
You
it's
need your own
short-lived.
thing.
You need your own thing. You need to do your own thing.
Do the thing.
So on that point, actually, what because there's been a lot in the past over the last few years of motivational speakers coming up, Gary Vee, people like that, work, hustle. Some of those people are now starting to think, oh shit, I've kind of said a bit too much. I've kind of gone too hard with that without realizing mental health and taking time for yourself and the other side of it. And some of those are not backtracking, but they're saying, yes, I fully believe in hard work, but also be self-aware enough to look after yourself. Where's that balance, firstly, for you guys? And is there any recommendations for other people? I guess it's different for everyone. We were just learning it ourselves as well, but
it took us a while to realise.
You'll never get anywhere without an extreme amount of hard work. But when is that point where you should take time for yourself? And how does that cross between being lazy or not? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it's important to listen to your own body and your own head. If you're feeling exhausted, even before you start doing something, that is a very big signal to take a break. So we're not really good at that.
We're all learning.
Because both Nelly and I, as I mentioned, I started working when I was 16 years old. And almost over my whole career, I've always been doing multiple things at the same time. Actually, now is the first time that I'm only doing one thing. Just being a YouTuber is what I do. But before that, I always had like 2 jobs. I always had a weekend job.
Do you think that's in you, like genetically? Like you were brought up that way? Did you learn that? Did you have to force yourself to get into a work mindset? Were you ever lazy in your life?
I think I grew up like that, and I think it's in my genes as well. Because only late in life I found out that my granddad went to evening school. So he also got an education.
Interesting.
Afterwards, doing it while he was doing a job, and so did my dad. My dad did like multiple things at the same time. My dad's always working as well. Even now he's retired. He's working around the cars, organizing old-timer rallies. He's always doing something.
And if you're brought up around that as well, that'll have a big influence without you even realising, probably.
Do you think you've either got that or you haven't, or do you think you can teach it? Are there times where you're not motivated, you have to force yourself to do something?
Yes. And I think everybody has that. Everybody has certain moments in life where you just don't have the motivation. And the important thing is to either know how to get yourself motivated or know to take a break.
Okay, what motivates you?
What motivates me? Seeing progress and just developing as a person and like seeing like how I turned from carrying like just to go back to our agency life. We actually had set as goal to reach 1 million at a certain point in life. 1 million revenue on our bank account. Because I was very money driven. I'm like, okay, I need to make this happen. Like this is my goal.
You had like a point where you wanted to reach.
And then like after time I realized that doesn't make me happy because I'm just sitting here in my office from 8 o'clock in the morning until 10, 11 in the evening. There is no social life. I'm not happy.
Just chasing the number.
I'm just chasing the numbers. I'm not happy. I'm not fulfilled. So I think very early I realized I need to put my happiness as a priority. So meaning that if I realize it's too much, sometimes I just need to step back to just motivate myself on a different level and just stimulate my mind and take a break.
So happiness now is the priority over money.
That's really important.
I think so.
I think money is one of the worst motivators you can have. Because money does not make you happy.
It doesn't. And if you're chasing a figure, you're not going to be happy until you've got that. But then when you have that, then what? Then you'll think of a bigger figure to get to, and it's like you're just constantly like chasing this thing that doesn't really exist.
There's that phrase that's like, I'd rather be crying in my Ferrari.
I love it.
I'm happy in a Skoda. I added that bit on. I think I'd rather be happy in a Skoda.
I feel like the same goes for like subscribers and views, maybe. Because we spent a large portion of last year hunting that 100K. And when we got it, it was so overwhelming. Of course. And then the next day we're like, okay.
Where's 200?
Now let's just make videos because we love making videos. And whatever happens. Whatever comes.
And then just subscribers came in, so we mainly focused on the content and enjoying the ride. And
it's funny, the 100,000 thing. I'm sure you guys can relate, but I remember we were kind of with the 4 of us. If you don't know, we travelled together for a very long time, and when we both hit that, it was such a moment. But after that, like you're right, it kind of just sort of changed. I don't know what it
You
was.
almost relax.
Yes.
Yeah, you're very
not
relaxed.
slow down with content or anything like that.
No,
You
quite the
relax-
opposite.
You relax in a way that
Yes.
you're like, okay, I feel established.
Yeah.
I've got the tick. I've got the play
Yeah,
button.
exactly.
It's weird, isn't it? But
it's
why?
a huge milestone, so
Yeah.
it's just validation.
Yeah.
I think
for
it's
us, I would
also from an external perspective, you feel like now people respect you. Now people like,
Yeah.
oh
Now you
yeah.
made it as
so,
a
so you can
YouTuber.
say,
Now you
yeah,
can
I'm a
call
YouTuber.
yourself-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a small
You are
creator.
a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this as a hobby.
Yeah.
This is my business, and yeah.
How do you guys deal with negative feedback and hate comments and all that kind of
Do
stuff?
you get much of it?
So we don't
Really
get
any?
a lot of it,
Yeah.
but I find it kind of humorous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like hate comments, they don't really get to me because I'm mature enough to realize that somebody that leaves a hate comment has a problem with himself,
Yeah.
not,
Yeah.
not actually with us.
It's a reflection
Totally.
on them.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're the ones sat behind their computer screen.
But I also
yeah.
have to say, sometimes it depends with me personally,
Yep.
which mindset I'm in.
Yeah.
Meaning if I have a bad day and I read a bad comment, I get really upset about
It
it.
can affect
I
you more.
agree.
It can affect me, and then I get really angry, and I'm like, why
Yeah.
would this person do that? Like, I'm asking always why.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I haven't done anything bad to that person.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just,
That's so
out
true,
here.
yeah.
But then again, if I'm in a good mindset, if I think positive, if I have a good day, and then it doesn't affect me that much. I just read it and I'm like, okay, hide user from channel.
Yeah, that's good. So out of all, so you've got a lot of fans sort of worldwide and subscribers, and people come up to you for selfies a lot. Is there one that stands out as like the craziest super fan you've ever met, or like an experience that stands out, or anything like that
Wow.
that you can think of?
I feel like the meetup that we had together was one of the most overwhelming moments in our YouTube community.
Yeah.
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 I've seen so many
We
people
were
come.
talking
That's
about
crazy.
that a few
Yeah.
days ago because we went to Ayala Triangle Gardens, and
Oh, yeah.
I just got reminded of that
Yeah.
moment where like over, I would say, 500 people came to see us, and
Yeah.
Mental.
yeah, so that was
The
one of the
cheeks
most.
hurt.
Yeah, I know. I needed a face massage after that.
That was crazy.
Overwhelming, wasn't
Yeah.
It really was.
But we do also have a lot of people who just send us very positive messages on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And just keep in touch with us and come to other meetups. So it's really good to see these faces popping up every now and then. When we have
Recognize
meetups,
them.
Yeah.
Really
Are you
nice.
guys thinking much about other platforms? I know you're both active on Instagram and TikTok. We've all started recently.
Yeah.
How do you feel about other platforms and things like that?
I feel like TikTok, there's a huge potential there. I still need to find my voice on TikTok.
Yeah.
It's a funny world, TikTok,
it's,
isn't
it's
it?
completely different, and I feel a little bit old going on
You feel
TikTok.
I feel old too.
But it's definitely a cool platform.
Yeah.
I see a lot of potential in Facebook. We've
Yeah.
got a large community on Facebook, and
Yeah.
every now and then I'm just overwhelmed by how some videos can just
Just go.
go absolutely nuts on Facebook.
And you can't plan that. You just
No.
The interesting thing about TikTok, I see a lot of people doing like the dance moves and the trending songs and everything. So I thought to myself, okay, maybe I should do that and just, to like, go viral. But then I'm like, that's not me. Like I'd rather like take it slow and just be myself instead of just recreating other people's
I think
content.
that's
I'm
what-
not a dancer and I'm not a singer, so this
Exactly.
is not happening for me.
And realizing that and not trying
Yeah.
just to go viral. Because
And
if you go
long term.
viral and you get one video that pops,
Yeah.
yes, you'll have more followers, but they might not actually like you for you
Yeah.
because it's not you, because it's you dancing. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I think that's similar to YouTube, like
Yeah.
a long-term strategy. Like,
Yes.
we pretty much assume that we all want to do this for a long time.
Yeah.
I think going viral, having a big shout out from a bigger channel, something like that, might sound good at the time. You get, I don't know, loads more views than you normally would, but it may not necessarily help you out properly in the
Long
run.
term. Yeah.
Let's quickly talk about Instagram while we're on other platforms. Likes. The likes of.
yes.
I don't know if you guys are in. I'm not. Lucy's in the test.
Oh, really?
She's got a
Are
notification.
you not in a test?
No.
She got a notification, so she woke up yesterday. The first thing I heard when I woke up yesterday, George, my likes have gone.
What do I do?
I was like, great.
Yeah, it's good.
From our point of view, we like discussed it and stuff ourselves, and we feel like it's going to be a good thing overall because it's going to make people want to post what they want to post.
Yeah, I've used the example before that if I put maybe the same for you, not Mike doesn't wear bikinis. I'm about to say something about bikinis. Sorry, Nelly, probably the same for you.
Not in public, no.
Sorry, I didn't mean to announce that in front of everyone. Sorry. If I put like a bikini photo on, I'll get way more likes than if I put on, like I've said this before, like a drone shot of the mountains or something, because people are like, oh, bikini, like. Now that the likes don't matter, I can post more of what I want to post because I know that I do post what I want anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't really care about the likes, but I think people will now be less likely to try and get likes because it doesn't matter.
But saying that, I did see a lot of stuff on Twitter when someone posted about it, just scrolling through saying, how can they do this? This is terrible. How am I going to validation, that kind of thing. And brands, like influencers work with brands and things like that. What's your take on the Instagram removing likes?
So
visible likes. Likes are still there obviously, but like visible likes.
I think it's good. In the long run, I think it's good because small creators that have less likes but great content will stand out more than big accounts that just always have likes very fast.
Yeah.
And I think it will improve the content on Instagram a lot.
Yeah.
And I just feel that the big pressure of like having a certain amount of likes will just go away. I think it's a good thing. And I also feel like people are very influenced by seeing a certain amount of likes and then they're like, this picture must be good, so I'm going to like it as well.
Totally.
Or like, I'm going
There's
to follow this
psychological thing behind that.
And I've seen a lot of pictures where I thought to myself, like, but that's exactly the same picture that everybody else takes in that exact same spot. So why is it still getting so many likes? But it's just
the snowball,
I think
isn't
that
it?
the psychology on Instagram will change. And I think it's good for mental health as well. Because a lot of young people especially get discouraged and they don't want to get started on Instagram or like on YouTube because what they care about is numbers.
That was interesting to us when we gave a talk. I don't know if you guys got questions at your recent talk as well, similar maybe. We had how do I not care about what other people think? How do I not care about the likes? And we stuff like that. We asked them, well, have you started? Have you got going? No, not yet.
So there's a hesitation before even they were panicking about stuff that hasn't happened.
There was a fear of rejection and other people's opinions and judgments and how many likes and views they're going to get if they're starting social media content creation. What would you say to someone who is in that position?
Dive into it. If you put yourself out there, there's going to be people that are going to criticize you. There's going to be people that love what you do. There's going to be people that hate what you do. But just do your own thing. Again, Instagram, it's the same thing like YouTube. Don't mimic other accounts. Find your style, find your theme, and stick to that.
So
try something new.
I think I have a very good example for myself because I was not very fluent in English. So I did my Instagram stories in German, and at some point I just say to myself, okay, first of all, I'm going to speak to the camera because I haven't done that at all. So the second thing was I'm going to do it in English, just to put myself out there, no matter what people think or say.
Great.
I will just give it a try. And over time, my English improved a lot. And looking back, it was the best decision for me because now I can say, through that, I became more confident in front of the camera. I can be myself and I improved my language skills. So there's just, benefits that resulted in that. So okay,
that's great.
That's cool. Like I'm very proud of myself that I've overcome this fear. And same with YouTube. I was very scared of like looks and like how people would see me or like if I say something wrong. But then I was just like, so what? Like, I'm not perfect.
What's gonna happen?
What's going to happen? Maybe someone will make fun of me, but
you don't know.
They're the one making fun of someone. So they're probably the problem.
I don't really care. So I think letting go helps a lot.
Cool.
Amazing.
Just doing it. Just do the thing.
We paid her to say this so many times. It's great.
Brilliant. You have to say it at least 10 times.
Yes, Instagram and mental health. I've read some shocking reports about mental health in young people. I'm talking like 16 to 25. And I think Instagram is one of the big problems. People see big travel influencers putting out content and portraying this really amazing life.
And looking perfect.
Without showing the hardships behind it. So, you know, what you see on Instagram is this beautiful couple is watching this beautiful sunrise somewhere on an island, and life is so amazing. What they don't see is that this couple has to work out every single day to keep up that physique. They probably traveled there for 20 hours a day before. Got up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get the sunrise, to just get that 5 minutes.
Probably had a fight about
just seconds before taking the shot.
They're covered in mosquito bites.
Exactly. Do you guys share? I know you do in your vlogs and stuff, but do you share like Instagram? Do you feel like it's important to share more of the real stuff?
Yes.
Do you make a conscious decision to do that?
So I think in general our content, our overall content is very positive. But I also want to share like with my story behind the scenes, like what goes into creating that content. Something that I don't share is our personal life. Like, I don't go on Instagram and say, oh, I just had a fight with Mike. He was
people do that.
He was complaining about this and that. So I would never put my personal life out there, just because I think it's very sacred to me. So I want to keep that between us.
I think that's the same.
There's like a limit.
Same with us as well. We've never. We have said on camera that of course we do fight and argue in a Q&A or something. Always get the question, do you guys fight?
Yeah.
Of course.
You guys know that. Hours and hours on the road together.
The stuff we didn't film. But I think it's important to acknowledge it. But you don't have to necessarily share that.
No, you're not on a constant live stream. I think that would be dangerous for your mental health.
There are people who do. There are people who do. And it's, I guess, not important not to judge what other people are creating and putting out there. If they want to share that, if they want to raise awareness for that kind of thing as well. How do you feel? Because we all grew up without social media, right? Pretty much. So how do you feel for people, like you were saying, younger people coming in and...
We get like 8-year-olds with Instagram and they're
scrolling all day, and they're thinking, I have to be like that to be popular, or I have to be like that to be successful. What do you think that does to someone long term? Because we don't know yet, because there's no 80-year-olds who had Instagram when they were, you know what I mean? The generation isn't there yet, we don't know.
It's a really tough time. Right now it's a really tough time to be a young person for so many reasons. So let's say Generation X or the baby boomers, they expect millennials to buy property, build houses, have a stable job with a high income. But what they don't see is that housing, properties cost 10 times as much as it did in their time, but the income is only maybe like 3 or 4 times as high as it was then. To get a good education costs a lot of money. And
there's less jobs available once you've got your degree.
And there's more people that do have an education because education is accessible. And it's a very hard time. And then on top of that, they have all these social media influencers that are portraying just this beautiful life without the hardships behind it. So I really think it's difficult, and don't like. Instagram is not very authentic. Pictures on Instagram are not very authentic. They portray a snippet of just a moment of that day. So
highlight.
Highly edited, perfect.
With filters and everything,
I'm trying to become less fussy with that kind of thing. I think I've done that over the last 6 months.
Definitely.
Like, you edit most of our photos and stuff, and there's a craft to editing, and it's nice to make photos look nice, but also Lucy, sometimes you'll show me like 3 photos, like, oh, which one do you want? I'm like, they're all of me, and I was there at that point. Like, let's just grab one.
And even like taking pictures on my phone, sometimes I'll edit them on an app on my phone and I just upload it. And before I'd sit down for hours and like change all these different colours and be so specific. But now I'm just like, people seeing that aren't like, oh, that blue's the wrong shade. Like, they don't care. They care about the caption. They care about what is in the photo, but not really how much time I spend editing.
It's a balance between making it look nice and also just being a bit more real.
So but then, sorry,
okay.
go on. We're polite, aren't we? Sorry. What was I going to say? No, I've lost it. You go for it.
Sorry.
No.
So I think it's very important to keep it real on Instagram. So you can do that with the captions. you can have a beautiful picture, but you can also maybe do a swipe right. This is how it actually looked like.
I like
and just
those,
be real about that. So I saw a lot of people saying, "Oh, that was actually the sunset, but I edited it this way, so it looks, pink." But in real life, it looked grey. So that's something that can be communicated via captions, and I think that Instagram stories are a very powerful tool. I know there are couples who just portray. I'm talking about couples, but it's like in general people who portray the highlights and everything in like filters and I don't know the what is it called?
I know what you mean. Like makes it look all nice.
But they're not even showing themselves without makeup or just they would never say on Instagram stories, I'm actually really tired. I'm not feeling it today. And I think it's very important to do that. So people can relate to you.
And I don't know about you guys, when we first sort of started growing more, we felt like, I feel like we've changed, like you said, we've been less fussy. And I feel like now if we say on our stories, look, we are absolutely shattered, people are like, cool, take a break, take time for yourself.
There's
and
it's
such a nice level of like positive feedback when we're just honest. And before kind of saying that, we'd be like, oh, we don't want to seem like we're tired, but we're real people.
You'd be hesitant to admit to taking a break or something like that. We just got back from a 5-day break at 5 a.m. today.
And we're leaving for a break in like 5 hours.
So I think it's self-awareness for young people, if there are young people watching as well. I personally would tell you to pay attention, but not pay too much attention to what other people are doing. Don't make your own self value based on someone else. And also, can we quickly talk about pressure from and traditional pressures? Go to college, get a degree, get a stable job,
get a mortgage,
get a promotion.
Family.
That kind of we came into some. We never wanted to judge anyone. We always think happiness is the ultimate thing, but we see a lot of people doing things they don't want to do, jobs they hate, cheering for Friday, waiting for the weekend for those 2 days when they're too tired anyway from the week before to properly enjoy it.
But I think with that it's important, like you said, some people love that. And that is what makes them happy, and that's great. If you're happy, great. It doesn't matter what you're doing to be happy, as long as you have that.
Not everyone's entrepreneur material. What would you say to someone who maybe is in a position where their parents want them to do something they don't particularly want to do, but they want to please their parents in the short term? Or we've even spoken to people who say, well, I'm going to do this for 2 or 3 years and then do that. But we would kind of say, well,
3 years is a long time.
Why don't you just try that first? Do you have any advice?
If you're anywhere between 16 and 21, listen to your parents. the matter of the fact is you're still somewhat an empty vessel. You still have a lot to learn, and your parents do have a lot of experience. Get a basic education, get the best education that you can afford to get. And if you realize after that education is maybe not exactly what you're passionate about, you're still young. There's so many opportunities to learn online. There's so many opportunities. I went to evening school. I got my degree after I was 20. So there's so many opportunities still to learn more, and there's so many opportunities. You have your whole life to do what you're passionate about. Just try and find what it is. And there's a saying: you spend your 20s finding what you're passionate about, and you spend your 30s doing what you're passionate about.
And executing on it.
I think a lot of people think that there's like an age where you need to know, but like you can try something like every year for your whole of your life before you find out. Like it doesn't matter.
A lot of people don't realize how much time they have. It's a really good point, like how young they are. And a lot of people say, I don't know what I'm passionate about, I don't know what I like doing, but they haven't really tried enough things. So you would just say try things, try different things.
And don't let time slip away, whatever you want to do it now. Start working towards it now.
Don't put it off if you want to do it.
And I also feel like my sister just started going my sister is attending the university in Vienna, so I feel like she had the pressure of just making this one big decision for her whole life, and that's it. And I said, look, if you decide after 3 years you don't want to do this anymore, you can do something else. you don't have to do this your whole life.
I think that's so important to tell people that.
Yeah.
I don't think people are told that. From when I was 16 or something, 16, 17, we had to write like a 5 or a 10-year plan.
Yeah.
They made you sit down and
You
write
wouldn't have written this out, would you?
No.
You'd have no idea this was going to happen.
podcasting.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm doing
Vlogger.
next week.
Yeah, I know.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a vacation. I'm just chilling.
You know that, you're ready for that.
But it's sometimes opportunities come along the way.
Yeah.
I think it's very important to just kind of figure out, okay, this might be something that I want to try.
Yeah, I don't even
Just give it a
think
go.
you have to have one thing that you do for your whole life anymore.
No.
Like with the opportunities around us and stuff,
Yeah.
you can try. What's the harm in quitting something and trying something else?
Exactly.
Same with us. Like we started the agency and then we started the coffee shop and the YouTube channel. So we had 3 things going on
Yeah.
in our life, and then we decided this year that we want to let go of the agency and
Yeah.
just close the chapter
Yeah.
because we're not passionate about it anymore.
Yeah.
I love that you have the
Self-awareness.
confidence and self-awareness to just make that decision and do it. Because you could have been like, oh well, it's kind of working out quite, you know,
May as well.
it's going
yeah.
quite well. Let's keep it running.
Yeah.
But you're just like, nope, don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
We've got some good questions rolling in, if you guys are
Okay.
happy for me to fire a few at you. First one's come from Rory's boyfriend, actually. So
All
we've
the way
got,
from Singapore, right? He's in Singapore, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
what were the good traits of Filipinos that you wish Austrians would have?
Oh.
A positive outlook on life.
Yeah.
Nice.
To smile.
Smile, yeah.
Simple stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just small interactions.
Yeah.
And just kindness.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are you most thankful for in life right now? One
Many.
thing.
And then the Shake Shack burger.
Yeah.
Close second.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Nelly?
For me,
You've got to say Mike, haven't you?
Aside from each other.
so I used to have a kind of a daily journal where I just put 3 things that I'm thankful for the day.
Nice.
That could be like small things, just appreciating that you have a good hair day or
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Sun shining.
Sun is shining, but also things like being healthy. So once you get sick, you realize you're really thankful for your health.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for being in a very supportive and good relationship. I'm thankful that I found a new home where I'm being accepted the way I am. I'm thankful for all the opportunities in life that I got, and just like the small things, family,
Yeah.
friends,
Yeah.
just I don't know, many things.
Lots to be thankful for,
It's
yeah.
a good answer, because I think it's so, like humans, with all the complex stuff that you guys do and we do as well, like we're constantly on the move, constantly doing something, but your answer comes right back down, stripped back to the basic things humans like and enjoy.
And it's I think when you're so into it, like in a bubble, it's easy to sort of to not take a step back and kind of reflect and think, actually, this is a really great situation. And like they say about health and things, you don't even think about that, but then actually we're really lucky that we're healthy.
Like the bigger themes that are there underneath.
The thing is, like when I did my journal, I struggled first to write down 3 things that I'm thankful for. And if you do it for a week, so you can do the challenge. And
I'd
just
like
say,
to do that.
Yeah.
Definitely
do the challenge for 1 week, write down every day in the morning what you're thankful for.
Yeah. That must get you into a really good mindset to start the day.
Yes.
You did it in the morning.
Yeah. So we did a run, and I would ask Mike, what are you thankful for? And he would be like, told me yesterday.
Stop asking me this every day.
But I realized that
I'll tell you what I'm not thankful for, this questioning.
Sorry, guys.
But I felt like it put me in a really good mindset.
Yeah,
that's really
to
nice.
start the day.
Even knowing that sometimes it's really difficult. We all have ups and downs. Just realizing that even if you have these difficulties, you are still healthy.
Yes.
You have a
Perspective,
home.
right,
You have something to eat. I don't know.
And when some big hiccup happens in the day and you're like, this is a nightmare, this is what's happened, you think to yourself, will this matter this time next year? Will I still be freaking out about the fact that, I don't know, when your video went live at 6 a.m. instead of 6 p.m, like, it doesn't really matter. Like,
I've worked on this for like a few years, but I've really few freak out. I don't have any freak out moments now. I just
take them all 4 off both of us.
like we waited for delivery, like that we needed to to film something for a video, and we were like, oh, it's not coming, where is it? It was stuck in customs, blah, 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 all these things. And then you kind of realize, well, it will I try not now to worry about things I can't control.
Yeah, that's so important.
Like if someone's late, or if something doesn't happen right, or doesn't happen the way you thought it would, or the way you planned, I just let it roll over. You can't control it, so why bother worrying about it?
And things happen for a reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
Things always happen for a
Totally
reason.
believe
Very
that.
true.
Yeah.
And at the moment, it might not be clear why.
Yeah.
But later on, it's like that day where our videos went.
That was actually
we
very
set an alarm for 5 o'clock in the morning, and I accidentally set it for 5 o'clock in the evening. At the same time, Nelly scheduled the video
So weird. Yeah.
for 6 o'clock in the morning instead of 6 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah.
So
we
weird.
overslept, got up late,
And then our bags.
our bags tore. We didn't get on the road on time.
We were lucky.
We were lucky because an earthquake happened.
Right, I see.
Yeah, so a lot of
That's
people
mad, isn't it?
commented,
It's weird.
like you are. It was meant to
Yeah.
be, because otherwise you might have been on the road.
Yeah.
You might have an accident or whatever.
Yeah,
So,
what
like,
would have happened?
Strange
we
when things happen
really-
like that.
And that doesn't happen. You don't every day schedule it 12 hours wrong. Like that's
Yeah.
so specific.
Yeah.
There's something going on, isn't
Yeah.
there? That's weird.
That's interesting.
Really
Yeah, and we
interesting.
had a lot of these moments also with you guys.
Yeah.
When we were on the road, and we would be like, "Why?" But then, like afterwards, you realize, "Oh, okay."
That worked out. It's like,
We're in the loop.
yeah, the loop.
Yeah, exactly.
That was just to explain the loop for you guys listening. We'd always feel like we're on the same piece of road,
Yeah.
wherever we were, and we'd be like, oh, there's that tree again. Oh, there's that wall.
Something weird happened in Rochi.
Where was that? That was Alaminos, wasn't it? Yeah.
That's up
That's
there.
scary.
Weird.
Scary.
More questions?
Yeah. How would you describe the perfect day?
Oh.
Oh, the perfect day.
Yeah.
That's hard.
A perfect day. Maybe not just like, maybe you like different types of day, but
Okay.
a perfect day for you might look like starting with coffee, I should
Yeah,
imagine.
definitely good coffee. That's a key thing.
Yeah.
And that's such a hard question. Perfect day.
I'm glad you're answering it because I don't know what I would say.
Yeah, I don't want to answer
Okay,
that.
so I think the perfect day starts with waking up and having a good mindset for me.
Nice.
Everything that comes after that works out perfectly.
Oh, I
Yeah.
got a good answer.
Nice.
Perfect day starts with being excited about what's going to happen
Yeah.
and ends with being happy about what has
Yeah.
happened.
Nice.
Nice.
I like that.
Very
We're
good.
gonna clip that out for Twitter or nice.
Quote
Caption
marks.
for the next post.
Yeah.
Love it. Right, let's have a refresh
more
on
there?
this. A few more. That's so funny. Someone just asked you where
Yeah.
you get your current trousers from that you're wearing right now.
Where did you get those awesome camo jogger pants?
Isn't it from Cotton
I
On?
think these
We
are
were
from
with
Cotton
you.
On. Yeah.
Nice.
In Central Square? No.
City Century Mall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Cotton On?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are Cotton
Yeah.
On. I love joggers. By the way, it's like wearing pajamas
Totally agree.
in public all the time.
Comfortable.
Get away with it.
comfortable.
Love it.
Someone's watched this whole podcast just to get the answer about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to finish off
Yes.
with some quickfire questions. We're going to do this with every guest on season 1.
But we've changed a couple of them because we know you guys, the more specific to you. So are there 10?
So I
There's
think
10.
we want you both to answer at the same time, right?
Yeah, just don't think about it, just say what comes to you at the same time.
Both just talk over each other, just
But not too much.
it's just like a 2 option. Whatever comes to your head first.
This or that.
It's like this or that, this.
So weird that you still trust me to answer questions without thinking.
We haven't learned yet.
You think it's not live?
Yeah.
This is about to get awkward.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
You sure?
I don't know.
Very complex.
Oh my god, what's coming?
They're literally the most basic,
We spent
basic questions.
5 months on the road together, so
We know it all. Okay, really hard one to start. Cat or dog?
cat,
Good choice. Sunrise or sunset?
sunset.
Sunset.
So in sync, aren't they? This isn't for you,
Sorry.
George. Stop trying to get involved all the time. Cookie or donut?
Cookie.
Wow.
This is so weird.
That's
Okay,
Okay.
hard one. Ultra Boost or NMD?
Ultra Boost.
Oh shoot. Yeah, Ultra Boost.
Comfort first.
Oh yeah, they are comfy.
George always talks about how comfy his feet are. Favorite day of the week?
Oh, I don't have one.
Sunday. I don't know.
All of them.
You said in a video
Every day's the
recently
same.
that like every day's the same as
Yeah.
a YouTuber.
It's funny, isn't
Because
it?
it kind of blends. There's no
And if you
structure really.
I did say I like
Saturdays
Saturdays
for other
because
people.
other people are.
Totally agree. It's a nice atmosphere.
I even like walking around BGC on a weekend.
Oh, that's
no
There is
Mike-
such a great
Lovely.
atmosphere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mike
it's
just
lovely.
said it
So good,
earlier on. We went to get a coffee, and Mike was like, "There's something going on
Yeah.
today. It's
People
such a
are
good
so
vibe."
happy today.
Yeah. So nice.
We need to leave the building.
Okay, city or island?
Island.
Island, yeah. Sorry, I was late.
Right. Okay, quick. Bath or shower?
Shower.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Obviously. Instagram or Twitter?
Instagram.
And final, Game of Thrones or Family Guy?
Game
Game
of
of
Thrones.
Thrones.
There we go.
Nice.
Very good.
Cool. Well, thanks so much, guys, for coming on.
For people that don't know who you are, which I don't think will be many who are listening or watching, but can you say where we can find all your stuff, the platforms you're on, the names, your channels and stuff?
Perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're Making It Happen vlog. You'll find us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok under Making It Happen vlog. And additionally, Nelly's Life _ on Instagram, TikTok, and Nelly's Life on YouTube.
Oh, you got your own TikTok?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't
Nice.
seen that.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that.
I have Facebook as well. So it's Nelly's Life on YouTube and Facebook, and on Instagram, Nelly's Life _ and on TikTok also. Somebody took my name.
Really?
What's going
How
on?
rude. Get it back.
How many Nelly's
Someone
Lives
has
are
to do the
out
thing on Instagram. We have to go and do the thing underline as well. So there you go,
It's
the
all
struggles
good.
that you have. Cool. Thanks so much, guys. Great to talk to you.
Thank
Thank you for having
you.
us.
It was lots of fun. Let's do this again.
This is like Nelly's food review, like a little ending bit at the end, isn't it? Like, so, that was good. Love it.
Perfect.